On this particular model, these are the key heads down here. You know, this is how you tune your guitar.
This is Del Grace. Del is considered to be one of the top musicians and authorities on sacred steel music.
You know, by pressing down on the strings.
Del invited us to stop by his home museum, take a tour, and learn a little bit more about sacred steel.
Okay, my name is Del Grace, and I'm the preserver of sacred strings and sacred steel music tradition. This music tradition started 80 years ago in our particular church organization. The term sacred steel happens to come from, it's a conjunction of the word sacred because the music began in the church, steel because it's played on a steel guitar. I don't have no pick songs, so I'm missing strings.
Are y'all ready to hear them? Are y'all ready for Del Ray? Come on, put your hands together for Del Ray Grace and the Amazing Grace Praise Band. Let's hear it.
Most people associate the steel guitar with country western music, bluegrass music, even Hawaiian music. But for the past 80 years, African Americans have used the steel guitar in their church worship services to make a joyful noise unto the Lord. And this is what we have been doing for quite a while now. And so my job as the preserver of this history, or the historian of this music culture, is to document, promote, and to share, you know, this great music history with the rest of the world. Because it's hard to talk about the music without talking about the church that gave it its birth. Hard to talk about the church without talking about the founder. In 1903, a lady by the name of Mary Lena Tate, we call her Mother Tate. She was the founder. She was the first female founder of this African American Holiness Pentecostal church. She passed away in 1930, and after she passed away, her church organization split into three major organizations named after the three bishops. You know, Bishop Jewel, the Jewel Dominion Church; Bishop Lewis, the Lewis Dominion Church; Bishop Keith, the Keith Dominion Church. Bishop Keith and Bishop Jewel is where the steel guitar tradition began. Just like anything else, when you start as a kid, you play whatever your parents will buy you. I didn't always play the steel guitar. I played the oboe, and I played the clarinet. I did all that in grade school. About 10 years old, I started playing drums in the church. And I heard a guy named, his name was Henry Wayne White. He passed away about 4 years ago. He was from Detroit, and he was here playing. And I was like, man, I felt the connection. I was like, whoa, I want to do what he's doing, you know. So I started working on that, you know. We started out with all kind of off brands, but right now, today, I play a Jackson steel. I have two custom-made Jacksons. Jackson, a little history on Jackson. It was an original company was called Showbud. S-H-O, Shot Jackson. That was his name, and the Bud part is Buddy Emmons. And these guys had a collaboration, and they named it, you know, they came together and called this guitar Showbud. That's one of this burgundy one sitting over here, this double neck, that's a Showbud. You know, and that's one special thing about sacred steel music is it's kind of learned through what they call oral tradition. There's no manuscript. It's not written down. There's no sheet music. A country western guy asked me, he said, why can't I find any sheet music on sacred steel? he said, why don't you guys write it down, so other people can learn to play it? I said, well, it actually is written down. So oral tradition is written down in the hearts of the next generation that's destined to play it. So it is written down. It's just not where you could get to it. But the people that play sacred steel, they understand it. They understand the language. Nothing's ever been written down. Most of these guys do not read music. And so one thing I noticed was, all this music was going on and nobody ever documented anything. One generation would be born and die, another be born and die, and they would pass the music on. We started in 2010. We established the Sacred Steel Hall of Fame. Right now, today, we have about 65 inductees into that Sacred Steel Hall of Fame. Okay, here we have a wall of sacred steel players and pioneers. Henry Wayne White, he's the guy that influenced and inspired me to want to play. Calvin Cook and Ted Beard are two of the most notable ones. Bishop Ronnie Hall, Lorenzo Harrison, he's the beginning of it all for the Jewel Dominion. This is 50 of the plaques of the 65 that we have. That's yours truly, that's me right there. Somebody got a good shot of me, got my good side. Felton Williams, he's one of the masterminds of Sacred Steel. This is another Jackson that they specially designed for me. All of these albums represent a concert. This is a book written on Sacred Steel by yours truly. One of the ladies of Sacred Steel, my sister Fran, she donated this. These are all of the projects that we have produced since 2003, I believe. The largest collection in the world of African-American steel guitar players. Nobody else can even rival this. This is our band area from our band. This is the spot. And some of our kids, another generation. And it's just great. Sacred Steel will continue to rock on.